Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Okay. Let's turn to page 2. These are A through D are examples of what's called algebraic expressions. An algebraic expression means it contains at least one variable or an unknown quantity. How would you put this into words? Letter A. Okay, Gabby.
It would be 3 times.
Okay, we're going to write that out into words. There's a couple of ways that you can do B. What's one of them? Jen.
X minus 12.
All of a sudden I heard stereo over there. I should say Jen, not to get it confused with J because I'm looking in the general vicinity. X minus 12, and there's another way that I need you to be familiar with this because it's going to come up quite a few times actually. Barchi.
12 minus X.
12 minus X is not the same as X minus 12. You'll get it's not the same, but kind of on the right track. Let me go to Lily first.
Take away 12.
Yeah, it will work. There's another way I want to say it because you're going to see it in Common Core. I promise, Gavin.
X minus, no, X, no.
I'll give you a hint. You have to start the first word with the word 12,
12 take away X.
which you already said, but we got to say it a different way.
Oh, wait. Oh. You know, that's what Stan, you failed me.
12 make it pretty added.
That's good.
12 take it away.
All right, I got to give it to you because of time. 12 less than X.
Come on. Oh my god. I don't want to do rocket science. Use that one. No, not that one. I don't
Let's do C first.
Okay, what?
What about C? We've already done it. Jen.
Y squared.
No.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, Y cubed.
You write the letter Y.
And the other way you could say it is Y to the third power.
Or Y.
The last one, it hasn't a star because I want to see if you can remember what to do when there's no symbol or no operator. D. Yes, 5 times n. Okay. When we do algebraic expressions and we solve for missing variables, we're going to follow the same format, the same amount of same steps every single time out. So I need you guys to repeat after me. Say the words substitute, evaluate, which means get an answer, evaluate, and units. For instance, if we scroll down, it's not Simon Says.
It's not Dr. Seuss. Oh my gosh. That's really funny. So funny.
4
4
times x
times X
plus y.
plus Y.
All right.
Alright. Now it's not.
All right. This is considered like a formula. What we're going to do is we substitute the values in for x and y before we try to evaluate. So what you're going to do is you have 4. What's the value for x that's being given? Peyton.
2.
So you're going to substitute 2 in for x plus what's the value being given for y? Kira. What you've done is now taken an algebraic expression, that's this, and turned it into what's called a numeric expression, which is all just numbers and operators. We're going to evaluate it like we do any PEMDAS expression. Who fights first? Anna.
4 times 2.
Which is? Bring down the survivors. 8 plus 3, everybody.
11.
And you're done. Okay. Let's take it to the next page, and I'll show you where the formula falls into play. Everybody repeat after me. Say formula. Substitute. Evaluate. Units. Now don't repeat me. You're going to do it the same way every single time.
It's not funny anymore.
What are the sides measure of the square?
3 by 3.
Okay, so let's put a 3 here. Let's put a 3 here. 3 also kind of goes here because it's asking the units. Okay. We're going to find the area of the square using the formula for the area of the square. There's 2 ways I've seen the area of the square, the formula for the area of the square written. Everything is contained on the first page. All the formulas that you need for this lesson are found here in number 4. So we're trying to find the formula for the area of a square, and that's this. There's 2 ways you can do it. Side times side, or side squared. You can also do it as length times width, and as a matter of fact, I think that's the way they have it written here. It's a little bit of a mistake, I guess, but not a big one. They use L and W here. Let's do A equals, let's do LW. But the length and the width are the same size, so it doesn't matter what goes first and what goes last. We're now going to substitute. What's the measurement for L? Brandon. What's the measurement for what did I say? Length before? All right. Doesn't matter what order. What's the other side? You have to show the substitution before you do the 9. Now we evaluate. A equals 9. What are the units that we use for area? Does anybody remember from 5th grade?
Oh.
For area? If you see it, you'll probably remember it, but it's been a while. Jay Sharma. That's a formula. What are the units? 9 what? Yeah, it's called square units, and this is how you do it. Units with a little 2. And we do the word units, guys. Listen, we do the word units if they don't give you the measurement of the side. If this had been 3 centimeters, you would say square centimeters. What about if it said inches? Say it. What about feet? Okay, let's go on to the next page. What's the formula for the area of a rectangle? If you get stuck, go on to the first page. It's all there. Many of you do already know it. Go back to the first page. The area of a rectangle. I've seen it as base times height. Also, Common Core uses it as L times W. Watch what I'm going to do. I could put 2 variables together, and it means to do what? Multiply. Can I put 2 numbers together without an operator?
Yes. No.
How many say yes? How many say no? I could put 2 variables together, and it means to multiply. Can I put 2 numbers together without an operator?
No. Yes.
Like this.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why we don't do it. Okay? If I want to do 3 times 2, I have to use the dot. I have to. Otherwise, it looks like 32. But I can put 2 variables together. This means length times width. What's my next step? Anna. Substitute in for L and W. What's my length? Is. Longer side is usually length. Not that it matters, because you're going to learn tomorrow that multiplication and addition are commutative. And what about for width? Lil. What's my next step? Just say it. Evaluate. What is 25 times 4?
100.
Now let's do units. If my sides are in centimeters, what are my final units for area? M&M. And this is how we express it. Centimeters with a little 2. That means square centimeters. Let's do one more together before the bell rings, and I'll tell you what your homework is. Example 4. What are we calculating? Brandon. Not the formula, but look at the example 4. What are they asking us to do? Look at the title for example 4. So what are we calculating? Okay, so what formula do we need? What are we looking for as far as formula? Not what the formula is. What are we looking for in words? What are we looking? What formula do we need? The formula for area or the formula for what? Caitlin?
Perimeter?
Perimeter of what?
Square?
So now we got to go back to the first page, and we've got to find the formula for the area, the perimeter of the square. That's letter A. You have two options. P equals side plus side plus side plus side, or what? P equals 4 times S. Which one do you want to do? Left to right. Let's do 4S. We are. P equals, for perimeter, 4S. Which is the same thing as side plus side plus side plus side. Substitute. What's the value that they give you for the length of the side? 4. Now I've got to put the dot back in again. I can't put two numbers together. Do you see why it's the same as S plus S plus S plus S?
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong one. So you were looking at it.
Alien Orozco, what's 4 times 3? And then finally, when it's just perimeter, what are the units? Quickly. Just inches. Homework. Open up your agenda. I'm keeping it simple, but I need you to do it. I need you guys to do example 5 on page 5. That's it. Because you got a cum that's due Monday. Example 5 on page 5. Your cumulative review is due Monday. It was on your last Essential 180. You need to go look it up what the word cumulative means. Have a nice day.